Good evening. Last time, we looked at the beginnings of my road to recovery, which ended with me finally standing up for the first time since the emergency surgery. And today, we take a look at the crucial first steps that followed. After a month of nerve pain and physical therapy, I had finally taken a major stride forward.
2, 3. Oh yeah.
I was able to stand up, and my ambitions didn't stop there, as I was still confident I would walk out of the Shepherd Center.
I knew that this was the start of a long road that was going to have a happy ending.
After nearly 2 months in Shepherd's inpatient therapy, I had finally been moved to their outpatient day program. It's there that I would meet one of my new therapists, Adam Young. Someone who consistently told me about just how sparse the care for those with spinal cord injuries is, as he was working with me.
A lot of times people transition from an inpatient setting where they have a lot of assistance through other medical staff that is no longer an option once they transfer to our program, and our goal is to try and prepare patients and their family members for when they get home and feel as confident and comfortable with their daily routine.
As the weeks continued on, progress was being made, from standing up in a harness to ditching the harness and starting to take some major steps forward. It might not have been much, and the steps were ugly, but they were my victory.
It was exciting to see how much you had progressed, but I don't think we realized how much further you still had to go. It was so exciting to see you walk that short distance with the walker. And you even tried doing steps, which was amazing. But like I said, we didn't really realize how much further you really had, that this was just a tiny little step in the right direction.
We were excited when you walked for the first time in your life, like every proud parent would be. I think we were 1,000 times more prouder and happier and excited the second time you learned to walk.
However, I wouldn't be done with Shepherd throughout the next year, as my family and I would continue to drive down the East Coast back to Atlanta for a program they called Beyond Therapy.
It's an athletic model. It's, like I had stated before, 50 to 70% more intense than traditional therapy. It's not covered by insurance, so we're able to work on the goals that the client wants to work on. I always mention to everybody how well you did. Like when we first got here, it was a little bit of a struggle for you to adapt to our program, but you did, and you did great, and you progressed fabulously.
So it's more like, okay, how can we help you get through each session with some of the goal we wanted to achieve? It might not be everything we want you to achieve, but at least can we make some incremental progress? And then as your pain reduced and as you got more function back and you were able to do more and more, we were able to push you harder and you were able to push yourself harder.
Every time that I left Shepherd Center, I had made major progress.
Every time we made that trip back to Shepherd from New Jersey, it would always talk about how far you had advanced.
Until, on that third time I left late one April morning, I had finally accomplished what I thought I would do 6 months earlier and walked out. But the recovery effort was far from over. And as we continue to talk about recovery from a spinal cord injury, you can watch all the parts of the story in full on our website, southgatv.com. And don't forget to catch part 4 tomorrow, only on CBS 44 News.